Right, we're at Newcastleton. I've had to come back here because last time I was here I was having bike issues, and when I got home the bike broke down, so I've come back to carry on the trip. And at the moment we're going to head out of Newcastleton, and we're going to go to that bothy. I'll explain a bit on the way, but I'm not filming it all from here to the bothy because a lot of you've seen this road already, so I'll just film little bits of it. So I'll have to go to Kilda so I can top up with petrol, because where I'm going there isn't any petrol stations. This bothy is in the middle of nowhere. I need to adjust my mic, it's in the wrong place. There, it's better. Don't want you to get all the wind noise. Logging truck. DAF? It's a DAF. Since last time I've had to put new tyres on the bike, and the tyres I wanted I can't get. They're like a winter tread, an off-road sort of type tyre, but I can't get hold of them anywhere. I've tried. So I put Michelin City grips back on the bike. So the bike's had a new battery, coil's being cleaned, the fuel injector has been cleaned, had a second-hand swing arm put on it because the wheel bearing on my swing arm started to go. I only realised it when I took it off to change the tyre. Luckily I had a spare swing arm I bought off eBay for £12.50, so I put that on. I had to put a new back brake caliper on because mine failed. So the brakes front and back have been re-bled with new brake fluid. It's had an oil change. It's had a new spark plug. What else has it had? God, I've done so much to it. We turn off here to Kilda. Well, it says Jedburgh, and if you go left that takes you to Hoyk. All the axles have been re-greased, cleaned, re-greased, everything put that together again. Oh yeah, another thing I did, I adjusted the tappets. When I checked them there was no gap, so I set the gap at 1.6 millimeter. I hate metric. Is it millimeter? Yeah, I think so. 1.6 I set it at. That's what it's recommended by other bike riders. I did open it up a bit more and I put it all back together and started it, and the tappets were rattling, so I readjusted it. It's okay now. So what I'm going to do is turn you off. I'll come back to you later. I'm back. There's a guy behind me and he's got his motorbike in the ditch. How the hell's he got it down there? So there's 4 people not doing anything and there's 4 people trying to get it out. So why don't they all help? Yeah, I'll turn around and show you a bit more. Let's embarrass them. Stop here. The guy with the red and black jacket, yeah, I think he's trying to ride it out. I can't understand how he's got it in the ditch. He's riding it out. That's weird how he's got it in the ditch. Anyway. Is he going to get it out? Yeah, he's got it out. He should have just ditched it there. So you don't know what you're going to see when you come out. Motorbikes in ditches. I'm just going to keep the camera running. Because usually when I turn it off, something happens. And I go, damn, wish I had the camera on. So I'm just going to leave it running. Just coming up to the English border. I'll have to get my passport out. This should be the border here. Here we go. Passport control. Yeah, thank you. That was done. That was quick, wasn't it? Kilda village, 2.5 miles. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some petrol. Trouble is, it's E10. The tank's got quite a lot of E95 in it, super. So hopefully it shouldn't cause a problem. Oh, that wind! Right crosswind. There's a motorbike, 2 motorbikes. Yeah, the track's just over the bridge down here. This is the track we're coming up to now. Railway line's right next to me, where the pine trees are. Right, let's see if we're allowed to go up this track. It'll probably say no motor vehicles. Respect the forest. Yeah, but does it say anything about motor vehicles? Let's have a look. I don't think I'm allowed up here. Yeah, there's a sign up there. I can see. I know what those signs are. it says strictly no access to motor vehicles, forestry vehicles only. And there's a house there and they'll be watching me, so we are not going up. So I'm going to turn around. Yeah, they'll be watching from that house, and they'll have a local phone number to call the local forestry guy. He'll come up and tell me off. I'll probably get a fine, thrown in prison, and you'll never see me again. So we're going to go and get some petrol. I would have put the drone up. It's too windy. I am not going to lose a £600 drone for the sake of getting a drone shot. It's not worth it. This YouTube channel's already bankrupt me. Kilda campsite down there. Now the railway line's still off to my right hand side. Right. We need petrol. Seems to be a queue. We've got a queue at the P station, petrol station I mean. Could be a P station. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself. Right, I'll come back later when I'm finished. Right, we're going to go through the Kilda Forest Drive. But I have to lower my tyre pressure. But I'll do that when I get to the castle. It's the quickest way to get there. I don't want to go all the way down to Bellingham. Because I have to pay going through here, it's going to cost me £5. Right, I'm going to stop here and lower my tyre pressures. Won't take me a second. Just need to take a little bit out. If I come back through, I shouldn't have to pay twice because it's valid for 4 hours or something, or all day. I think it's valid all day, so I can come back. Great if it wasn't working. Fat chance. God, I'm hot. Whew. I'm going to keep the camera running because last time I came up here I saw a great big herd of wild goats. Of course, I didn't have the camera running, so this time I'm just going to leave the camera running, because you never know, you might see deer, wild goats, wild people. Well, that's better since I've lowered the tyre pressure. What a difference. Because if I hadn't have lowered the tyre pressure, it'd be like riding on marbles. And that's dangerous, because it can cause you to skid and come off. You only need to take like 10 seconds worth of air out of your tyre. You have to make sure you've got a pump to pump your tyre back up. My other tyres were better. I can feel the difference. Oh grief, I'm boiling. I'm going to have to undo my jacket a bit, not too much, because if I do come off, I don't want my jacket to come off. At least I've got some protection. Yeah, my other tyres were definitely better. Yeah, I tried all over the country to get those tyres. No one had them. A lot of people won't come along here on bikes. I don't blame them. They want to get their bikes knackered, because it is quite rough. And if you haven't ridden on gravel before, it can be quite terrifying. Because it is very slippy on road tyres. Oops. My poor bike. Just fix my bike and I'll bring it back up here. Ooh dear. Corrugations again. There is the camera never picks this stuff up. I think all people should learn to drive on gravel, ride on gravel, because it improves your biking skills. So if you ever do hit gravel, you know what it feels like, and it gives you a better chance of not coming off your bike. Sometimes you just have to let the bike do what it's doing and relax. Don't tense up. Here's the nick. Yeah, I'm not going to stop here, I'm just going to keep going. I think it's quite windy. Let's just check the bike over for a second. Make sure nothing's rattled off it. Wow. You can see the cloud over towards the east coast. They're not having very good weather. There's a guy on bikes. Well, the guys are at the garage, I think. Might have to need to get a new air filter as well after all this dust. There's a difference between a proper off-road bike in the speed they go. They got proper tyres on and everything. I'm not doing too badly considering I'm on a 125 motor scooter. And they're on proper, I don't know, are they not Enduro bikes? I can't think of the word. Yeah, Enduro, I think. Oh, this is rough. Sometimes going too slow makes it worse. It's to the feet. Just don't get too carried away. If I had my other tyres on, I could probably be doing about 35-40 mile an hour down here. But these road tyres, I wouldn't go over 30. And 30 mile an hour, to be quite honest, is quite fast on gravel. It's great to get those bikes on film. That's going to look awesome. Just past them on the left. They've got a proper legal forest trail to go on. See, I'm doing 30. That's not bad. We're going to stop here for a second to check my camera for bugs. Well, I haven't seen any goats, have we? No goats today. But the shots of the bikes going past in the dust, that was brilliant. I'm glad I had the camera running, because I wasn't going to film this bit. This is why you should have your camera on all the time. Sorry I'm quiet, but I'd rather concentrate on the track than talk too much. Because it only takes one error. Straight on. Definitely better with the tyre pressures being lowered. I've never seen this track so dry. You usually come down here as puddles on it, all damp bits, but nothing. It's dry as a bone. I can see that big thing floating in the sky. This looks like a big pint of lager. Ugh. With a little fluffy cloud on it. Here we are, we're at the end. Oh, thank God for that. It's fun, but it's a relief to get back onto tarmac. Right, we're going to stop here and I'm going to have a drink. Here's a big logging truck. That was good timing. So you don't want to meet one of those coming along the track. Big logging truck. Chainsaws and logging trucks and heavy machinery. Right, we'll catch you later before I say anything really stupid.